In the heart of southern England lies a circle of stones so ancient, so haunting, that it has defied explanation for over 5,000 years. Stonehenge. Massive pillars of gray-blue rock standing silently on the Salisbury Plain, each weighing up to 40 tons, arranged in a perfect pattern that no one fully understands. Every year, millions of visitors walk among these stones, gazing in awe and asking the same question that has puzzled archaeologists, astronomers, and dreamers alike: who built this and why? The mystery of Stonehenge isn't just about stones, it's about time, purpose, and the limits of what we think ancient humans could do. Because somehow, long before the wheel reached Britain, before metal tools, before written history, a people we barely know constructed one of the most precise and enduring monuments on Earth. But here's the question that makes Stonehenge different from every other ancient wonder. Unlike the pyramids or the Great Wall, there's no clear reason for its existence. No tomb, no treasure, no city nearby. Just this haunting ring of stones in the middle of empty fields, whispering through the ages. And here's the part that truly shocks scientists. The alignment of Stonehenge is so precise that it matches the sunrise on the summer solstice and the sunset on the winter solstice, marking the longest and shortest days of the year, perfectly, year after year, millennium after millennium. No computers, no telescopes, no metal tools, just ancient people, and a knowledge of the heavens that we still can't fully explain. Was Stonehenge a temple, a giant calendar, a burial ground, or something else? Some say it was built for gods, or visitors not of this world. And that's where the mystery begins. To understand the secrets of Stonehenge, we have to travel back, not hundreds, but thousands of years, to a time before the pharaohs of Egypt, before the Great Pyramid even existed. Stonehenge was built around 3000 BC, though some evidence suggests even earlier activity, stretching back to 8000 BC. Archaeologists believe it wasn't built all at once, but in several stages over nearly 2500 years. That means generation after generation worked on something they would never see completed, passing the vision forward like a sacred duty. But who were these people? We call them Neolithic Britons, early farmers and herders who lived in wooden houses, used stone tools, and had no written language. They were practical, survival-focused, and yet, somehow, they conceived and built this complex structure of astronomical precision. Let's put that in perspective. Some stones, called sarsens, weigh as much as 40 tons. Others, the blue stones, were somehow transported over 150 miles from the Preseli Hills in Wales, a feat even modern engineers find difficult to replicate. How? No one truly knows. Some say they were dragged on wooden rollers. Others suggest they floated along rivers and seas, and yet another group believes they were carried by glaciers during the Ice Age, already waiting for ancient builders to find and arrange them. But here's what really unsettles historians. There are no records, no carvings, no instructions, no written evidence of how it was done or why. It's as if the people who built Stonehenge vanished before telling anyone its purpose. Some scientists describe Stonehenge as a ritual landscape, not just the stones, but a vast area of burial mounds, wooden circles, and processional roads. It wasn't one monument, it was a world unto itself. A sacred map carved into the land. In recent decades, advanced technology, like ground-penetrating radar, has revealed hidden structures buried all around Stonehenge. Underground pits, ancient fires, and dozens of human remains, many buried with signs of reverence or ritual. Who were they? Priests, builders, sacrifices? We don't know. But what's clear is that Stonehenge was never random. It was deliberate, mathematical, almost cosmic in design. When the summer solstice arrives, the first rays of dawn strike directly through the heel stone, an alignment so precise it can't be coincidence. It's a calendar, a compass, and a message written in stone. But who was it meant for? The living or the gods? Every theory about Stonehenge opens a dozen more questions, and every discovery only deepens the mystery. Because for all our technology, for all our science, Stonehenge refuses to give up its secrets. Was it a temple of healing, a monument to the dead, or something built by hands that weren't entirely human? Stay with me, because what comes next may change the way you think about ancient history forever. Imagine standing on that same plain, 5,000 years ago. No roads, no cranes, no machines, only rolling grasslands, wooden tools, and human determination. Yet, somehow, these people moved stones that weighed up to 40 tons each, and not just a few, but nearly 80 massive blocks arranged in perfect circular precision. How? Archaeologists believe that two main types of stones make up Stonehenge: the sarsen stones, enormous slabs of sandstone sourced about 25 miles away, and the smaller bluestones, which come from the Prehistoric hills of Wales, over 150 miles distant. Now, pause for a moment. 150 miles, no wheels, no beasts of burden strong enough to carry them. Only manpower, and perhaps ingenuity we still can't fully comprehend. Some say the builders used wooden rollers, logs placed beneath the stones. Others claim they floated them down rivers on primitive rafts. But there's a problem with both ideas. The terrain between Wales and Salisbury is filled with steep valleys, dense forests, and unpredictable waterways. Even today, transporting a 4-ton block over that distance would require heavy machinery. So how did Neolithic humans manage it? Could it be that they knew something we didn't? That they possessed a forgotten technology, a form of ancient engineering that defies our assumptions? One fringe theory suggests acoustic levitation, that the stones were somehow moved using sound frequencies. Another proposes the use of earth energy lines, or ley lines, magnetic pathways across the Earth's surface that supposedly carry spiritual or geomagnetic power. Mainstream science dismisses these claims, but the truth remains. No single theory can explain how these stones were transported with such accuracy and care. When the last stone was placed, perhaps around 2500 BCE, the monument wasn't just a random collection of rocks. It was a structure built to last for eternity, aligned, balanced, and interlocked with joints so precise that even today, you can barely slide a knife between them. This wasn't the work of brutes with clubs and ropes. It was the vision of architects, astronomers, engineers, and priests, united by a purpose we still can't define. If you visit Stonehenge on the summer solstice, something extraordinary happens. As the sun rises, its first beam of light cuts through the heart of the stone circle, striking directly upon the altar stone. The alignment is so exact, it could have only been intentional. Stonehenge, it turns out, is not just a monument, it's a cosmic calendar. Archaeologists believe the builders meticulously tracked the movements of the sun and moon, marking key celestial events, the equinoxes, the solstices, the lunar standstills, all carved into stone. It's a precision that rivals ancient observatories thousands of years younger. But what purpose did it serve? Some researchers argue that Stonehenge was a temple of the sun, a sacred site where ancient Britons worshipped light and life. Others see it as an agricultural calendar, helping early farmers predict the seasons. But there's also a darker interpretation, one whispered among historians and folklore enthusiasts alike. That Stonehenge was a portal, a bridge between worlds. The alignment with the heavens was not for crops or rituals, but for communication, with the gods, with ancestors. or perhaps with something beyond human understanding. If you stand in the circle at dawn, many visitors say they can feel something. A pressure in the air, a hum in the stones, like the earth itself is whispering secrets. Scientists say it's just imagination, but can thousands of years of legends be entirely wrong? For centuries, people have reported strange phenomena near Stonehenge. Compasses spinning erratically, sudden temperature drops, electronic malfunctions. In the 1970s, a group of campers allegedly vanished near the monument after a bright flash of light illuminated the area. A story dismissed by skeptics, but retold by locals even today. Was it a hoax, or a sign that Stonehenge still holds power we can't measure? For centuries, Stonehenge has stood silent, yet never stopped speaking. To historians, it's a monument. To scientists, it's a mystery. But to the people who lived around it, it was something much more. They believed the stones were alive, that each block pulsed with the memory of the earth itself, a sacred power connecting the human world to the realm of spirits and gods. In medieval times, chroniclers wrote that Stonehenge wasn't built by men at all, but by Merlin, the legendary wizard of Arthurian lore. According to one version of the myth, Merlin transported the stones from Ireland, where they were part of a magical stone circle known as the Giant's Dance. He supposedly used incantations and mystical energy to lift and place them upon the Salisbury Plain. Fantasy? Perhaps. But here's the strange part. Centuries before cranes or physics equations, this story acknowledged what science still struggles to explain: how these stones moved, why they were arranged so precisely, and what purpose they ultimately served. Over the years, others claimed that Stonehenge was a healing temple, a place where ancient people came to cure sickness, guided by priests who understood energies we no longer can. Recent excavations uncovered human remains showing signs of illness and injury. Some skulls bear healed wounds, suggesting these travelers may have come to Stonehenge seeking miraculous recovery. Did it work? We'll never know. But the legend persists that the stones vibrate with healing power and that they still hum faintly when touched at certain times of the year. Then, there are the lights. Eyewitnesses, from shepherds to soldiers, have long reported mysterious orbs hovering above the stones at night. Glowing spheres that drift silently across the sky, sometimes pulsing with color before vanishing into the horizon. Are they atmospheric phenomena, ball lightning, or something not of this world? Some researchers, including ancient astronaut theorists, have speculated that Stonehenge was once a landing site, an ancient beacon visible from above. The structure's circular symmetry, magnetic anomalies, and cosmic alignment have led to a theory that it functioned as a celestial map, a guide for travelers from beyond the stars. Mainstream archaeologists reject such claims, but one question refuses to die. If Stonehenge was meant only for ritual or farming, why the perfection? Why the alignment to both the sun and the moon? And why did civilizations half a world away, in Egypt, Peru, and Mesopotamia, all construct megalithic sites that point to the heavens? Coincidence, or a shared ancient knowledge long lost to time? Even today, Stonehenge seems to react to human presence. Visitors describe sudden headaches, dizziness, feelings of déjà vu, as though time itself blurs within the circle. Some say it's psychological, others claim it's energy resonance, that the stones amplify the Earth's natural frequency, subtly altering perception. Whatever the cause, one thing is certain: Stonehenge was never meant to be just seen. It was meant to be felt. Despite thousands of studies, carbon dating, and endless excavation, Stonehenge remains one of the great unsolved riddles of our civilization. We know when it was built. We have clues about how, but we still don't know why. What belief system drove its creation? What power compelled entire communities to spend lifetimes building something so immense, for reasons they never wrote down? Perhaps the builders didn't need to record it, because they believed the stones themselves spoke. In recent years, radar imaging beneath the ground has revealed even more secrets. Hidden beneath the soil are hundreds of pits, burial sites, and traces of wooden circles that once mirrored Stonehenge's shape. Some scientists believe the entire region was once a ritual landscape, a vast ceremonial complex stretching for miles. Yet, when you ask those who visit what they feel standing inside the ring, the answers aren't scientific, they're emotional. Peaceful, powerful, otherworldly. And then there's one last mystery, a discovery that challenges everything. In 2014, researchers detected unusual magnetic signatures around the stones, suggesting that some blocks contain minerals that react to Earth's magnetic field. It means that, in a sense, Stonehenge is alive. It breathes with the planet, shifting subtly as the Earth itself moves. The stones may literally hum with the pulse of the world. Is that why it was built? A way for ancient humans to connect physically and spiritually with the energy of the cosmos? A temple not to gods, but to the Earth itself? We may never know. But maybe that's the point. Maybe Stonehenge was meant to outlast explanation, to remind us that mystery itself is sacred. Thousands of years from now, when our cities are dust and our machines are silent, those stones may still stand. And maybe, just maybe, someone else, human or not, will walk among them and ask the same question we do today: who built this and why? So the next time you see an image of Stonehenge, don't just see it as a pile of ancient rocks. See it for what it is, a riddle carved in stone, a whisper from the past, and a mirror reflecting how small and how extraordinary humanity truly is. If this mystery captivated you, share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you believe Stonehenge really was? A temple? A calendar? A cosmic message? Let's uncover the truth together, one mystery at a time,